Everyone, Crafting Vicky here with you, and oh my god, I'm so excited. I can't wait to open this up. So I've got two things to share with you guys. I've got this box from Soul Paper, which comes from Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, and I bought a pen that I'm so anxious to see, as well as some ink. So we'll open that right after, but the first thing I want to share with you are these two parallel pens, and these I purchased them because of Inky Rocks. I will put in the description below the link to her channel. If you haven't checked her out and you like fountain pens, go and check her out. Say hello from me. So the reason I got these was because she recommended them and mentioned how they just write with all kinds of inks, even if they're inks that don't necessarily that are not necessarily fountain pen super friendly, in the sense that they would usually clog a normal pen because of the different what am I gonna say? The different little particles that are in there. This is weird. I don't know what all of these things are. I have to check it out. But so I got the two that she recommended the most, which was the I shouldn't be throwing this out. It was the 2.4 millimeters and the 3.8. And I'm really anxious to play with these because you can do all kinds of fun writing with them, and I'm thinking that they'll be really fun with my mixed media, and the fact that I'm really into that. And I can also get some inks that are more that are not necessarily something you want to put in your regular fountain pens, because of the fact that you might destroy them. You might clog them and might be very difficult to remove. So the two pens, look at the nib. It's really to make calligraphy, but like I said, I think it's going to be really amazing to play with for the purpose of my what I do. And the thing is, I think I'm gonna have to check, but I think you can refill basically the cartridges afterwards. That's what I'm thinking that you can do, because I'm gonna have to check what she said about them regarding the cartridge, because of the fact that I want to use my own inks in them and not the cartridge ink that are provided. There's a blue one and there's a blue one and there's the other. Oh, this is to flush it out, to flush out your pen, to wash it. But yeah, I've got a feeling that they do say not to reuse the cartridge, but yeah, I'm gonna have to see if the international cartridge would work in these. If not, I'm gonna reuse the cartridge, even though they say not to, because these are not very expensive pens. I got these two on Amazon, so yeah, I'm very looking forward to playing with these. And I've created myself an ink slash, well, I already showed you my ink journal, where I'm documenting the inks that I have, including the recent one that I had added, which was Améthyste de l'Ural from Jacques Herbin. But I'm also okay, I was wondering if I had put the date wrong, but I also created another ink journal, and I'm housing it in the leather quill leather holder that I had purchased. And I've got the pen pouch, as I've mentioned, and I'm using the Rhodia notebook. And what I did is I've decided, while I wrote that, I decided to to do a documentation, and I love writing on rhodia paper. If you haven't done that with a fountain pen, it's just yummy. It just flows. It's just beautiful. So these are the pens that I'm using in January, and I've put in the inks that I've put in to them. And right now, as you can see, there's 2 pens, and it's funny because they don't look the same depending on the pen that's actually writing, but it's the same ink. So next time around, I'm thinking I want to have more variety than this. So that's something that I want to do. The other thing too is I want to try again my Noodler's ink. I was told that I saw some videos that it really depends on the pen, so maybe I wasn't using the right pen for it. We shall see. So yeah, this is the this is the notebook, and what I'm thinking of doing is whenever I'm getting new inks, new pens, is to document them in this journal, so that at the end of the year I have a better idea of what I used, what I purchased, and so on and so forth. I've also done spreadsheets of the actual pens I own, and so that I've got a list of my inventory, and hopefully I don't lose them, because sometimes I place them places and then I don't remember where they are. So, and there's and while doing that, I discovered that there's an ink that I purchased, but I can't find it, so I don't know what happened to it. Got a feeling that it was gifted to somebody, but I'm not sure anymore. So I'm thinking that if I do document this, it's going to be better. Okay, so this is from Soul Paper. Like I said, I was watching Goulet Pen do a review of the year, and they showed the Pilot Plaisir, the Venus belt, and oh my god, that pen looked amazing. And I love, it wasn't Pilot, it's Platinum Plaisir. And I love those pens. I know they're relatively cheap. They're not like the fancy pens, but I mean, to me, that's the perfect expense for me. Like I don't usually buy very expensive pens. I've been gifted a few, but I don't usually purchase them for myself. And I just had to get it, but Goulet didn't have it anymore. Oh, and there's a little note. Isn't that nice? What you grateful for? Today we're grateful for you. Thank you. Oh, that's so nice. And so she says, "Dear Vicky, thank you so much for your support. You are truly making a difference to all the families we continue to sponsor. Be safe, be well." Isn't that sweet? What a nice little added touch. So I will be putting in the description box below the link to the store. They've got amazing stuff, and yeah, I just, and look at the packaging. It's just so beautifully wrapped, like really nice. So this must be the ink. And then to reach the amount of money that I was getting free shipping, I had to add a few more things. And so the few more things that I chose were some washi tapes, because, you know, me, washi, I just love that. And I haven't purchased any washi in a very long time because I've got so much. But I couldn't resist these ones. This is the, it's Daily Like, and I love the fact that it's name tag. It's called Name Tag, so it's Daily Like, kind of an homey company, I guess. But what I love is that it's all little tags. So I thought it would be really fun to use these to put a little word or something, and to kind of highlight it. So that's why I got that one. And then look at this one. I mean, how can you not love that one? It has all the waves, and it's just gorgeous, beautiful. Love it. And then finally there's this one, which has little crosses on it, and I just love the colors, so I had to get them. And you'll understand why I love the colors so much, because here's my Platinum Plaisir Venus belt fountain pen. Isn't that just stunning as a pen? It's just so beautiful. Look at it. Isn't it beautiful? And I have already some converters, so I'm going to be able to put a converter in it, and this is definitely one of those pens that's going to be inked up in next month, because it's just stunning. It's just my colors, it's just amazing, just perfect. So yeah, very much looking forward to using this. And then the final one is this ink that was part of the top inks that Chris Science recommended, her top 12, and it's a gray, and the only place I could find it, actually I looked online to find it, and there was some on Amazon, but actually Soul Paper was less expensive than Amazon. And obviously, I really like if I can support little shops and stuff. And look how beautifully they wrap this up, like so well, so beautifully wrapped, really. So this here is the Stone Gray from Faber-Castell, Graf von Faber-Castell, and they have it at $39. So Canadian. And let's pull out the bottle. I love that they put a notice on it to make sure that it wasn't frozen, because that's always one of my concerns when I purchase some inks during the winter time, is that will it make it safe and sound to me, because obviously with the fact that it's winter here, you don't want your inks to freeze, and it's happened before that they leave it in the mailbox outside, and obviously then there's all kinds of issues. But look how beautifully wrapped this thing is. Like, for sure it was going to make it without any problems. And check out the beautiful bottle. Wow, it's just stunning. So this is the 75 milliliters, and let's have a play with this. So I brought some water, because the last time I did my swatches, I just did them with a pen, but I don't like the look of that. So I'm going to be using a little brush, and I'm going to use the water to clean it out. And I'm going to try my new pen as well. And I want to document the fact that I got this ink. So I want it documented in this as well as documented in this. So here, this is the first one of this kind. So it's going to be, so Graf von Faber-Castell, and let's just give it a little shake. I don't think it needs it, because I don't think it has the stuff like unlike the amethyst, which has little flakes of things. It's a beautiful gray, really beautiful gray. And I do have one gray from Jacques Herbin, but it's much darker. This is much softer. Really beautiful. So I'm gonna put it in here as well. What I love with Rhodia paper is you can hardly see on like this really is ink friendly paper. Okay, so I basically pretty much used up the whole thing, so not much problem there. And let's just dip the tip to see how this thing writes. So this is stone gray. It's really beautiful. And this pen, oh, I just love these pens so much, so much. It's just beautiful writing experience. And I bought the medium nib because I prefer medium nibs to the fine ones. I believe that's what I did anyway. I think it was a medium one. So let's write this here as well. Whoops, purchase from Soul Paper. Yeah, I really love this. So this pen is really amazing. Also purchased my Platinum. Easy. You might not be seeing this. Let me close this off before I make a mess. Easy fountain pen from that store as well. And they have amazing Japanese items as well. It was hard to limit my purchase. Let's just say that. They have really amazing things. So I was really glad I was able to put my hand on this one, because it was the last one. And because it's a limited edition, obviously, it would have been difficult to find anywhere else. So I'm quite pleased. I'm just gonna clean that off before I ink it back up, but it really writes beautifully, and I really love it, really. And let's do the same thing with the amethyst. So this one was purchased on Amazon because that's where I found it, and wanted it delivered here. So look how yummy this is. And obviously I forgot to shake it again, but you still see some of the flecks in it. So that's really fun. So this was purchased from Amazon, and I'm gonna just write a little bit with these. just for the fun of it. So this one is a 3.8. So let's just dip this. I want to dip it. And there's a learning curve to this one for sure. It might be due to the fact that there's not a lot of ink on it, but obviously it would be different if it had the cartridge instead of being used as a dip pen. But I can see the fun of playing with it in making in art journaling, so that will be something to do for sure. So that's the 3.8. Like I said, that one I really want to use as those two I really want to use just to have fun with different inks and stuff. And then you've got this one. Which is the this one is the 2.4. And again, it's going to be fun to use with different inks. I just wanted to write a little bit to see the thickness of it. But it's going to be fun, and it's going to be fun to try calligraphy, which is something I would really like to be good at. And it's not something I'm good at, so there's going to be a lot of practice on that end of things. So those two things were purchased from Amazon. In January 2021. And do I still have? I still have a bit of ink, even though I barely dipped it. Okay, so those are my purchases that I wanted to share with you guys, as well as the new system I've put in place so that I can track my purchase of inks and my purchase of pens, because I really fell back into the rabbit hole. It's just, yeah, it's a deep rabbit hole, but it's so much fun and it brings me so much joy. And right now, at the present time, with everything that's going on, I think we all need as much joy as we can. And this is not a very, it's not a huge thing to have so much joy and pleasure. So I hope you've enjoyed. Go and check out the different links that I will have in the description box below. And sending you lots of love. Stay safe. Bye, everyone.